we had some preschool classes attached to my mum's ballet school, and from that we started some preschool classes which were really successful and a really happy atmosphere for children to learn to dance. So that gave me the idea to develop my own business, focusing fully on preschool dance, so that I could give children a really fun, exciting, happy experience of learning to dance in their early years. The main reason that I went and set up on my own in business was because I was so driven by the idea and the real sort of, to give me the freedom and flexibility to really drive that idea. It was really frightening because obviously I was being paid monthly before I did that, and it was up to me to actually get out there and find the work. So it was daunting, but I was so excited by what I wanted to do that I didn't let anything stand in my way. The initial barriers that held me from going on my own and setting up my own business were mainly knowledge, self-belief and cash. The advice I'd give to others if you wanted to go into your own business, beforehand, obviously you're going to give it a lot of consideration and a lot of thought because it will impact in some way on your current lifestyle. But the main thing I really kind of was thankful for was the fact that I was still in an employed role whilst I was working for my mum's school, but I was able to kind of road test and research and pilot whilst I was still getting paid. And then there was a big leap of faith at one point when it came to the crunch of, am I going to do this or not? But thankfully I'd spent a lot of time in research and business planning, you know, very basic stuff, but really just to give me that confidence to then go on my own, rather than it just being literally one day deciding and then the next day going from, you know, from all to nothing. The main drive for me was the actual passion in the idea, and there was nobody else doing that, so I couldn't go and work for anybody else to do it. I had to set up, if I wanted to do it, I had to set up my own business. But many people want to work for themselves for a flexibility point of view, they want to work for themselves because they want to drive their own culture. My advice to anyone worrying about whether work's going to come in or not is to make sure that you really fully understand the impact of working for yourself. So there is nobody else going to be driving you. You've got to drive yourself, you've got to be ambitious, you've got to be determined, and you've got to be really focused on the cause. It very often, you know, it really doesn't just come to you. You've got to make it work. There's no one putting work in front of you. You've got to go out and be hungry and go and find that work. The main thing that I've been able to achieve with having my own business is to really run with the dream and really push the boundaries and have full-time focus on baby ballet, whereas before I was helping in a different areas of the business, and this just purely gives me that 100% focus on baby ballet and what I wanted to achieve, which I wouldn't have got had I been working for someone else. My 3 top tips for anybody wanting to run their own business would be, firstly, make sure that you have the support that you need around you to do this big transition that you want to go through. Talk to family, talk to friends, talk to other people who've been in that position. You'll find that so many people who've set up their own business are more than happy to talk to you because they were in your shoes at one point. So it's so lovely to chat through the ups and the downs so that you can really come to the best decision for you. Definitely say don't be too hard on yourself and don't expect everything to fall into place on day one, because it really won't. There's going to be a lot to learn, and you will undoubtedly have worries or concerns, but just take every day as it comes. Try and achieve one thing in every day, and don't look at the big picture. Break everything down into real manageable bite-sized chunks, so then you feel like you're achieving something rather than just looking at the end goal and it just looking far too daunting to be able to achieve that. And the other top tip would be never stop learning. I really did not have a clue when I started this business as to how to do it, what to do. I just had a vision and a dream, and I made it my mission to absorb as much as I possibly could, and that will never ever stop. You know, every single day I learn something new, and absolutely, you know, love the fact to speak to other people who've got business bigger than mine, so I can then, you know, map out the next part of the dream to get to where we want to be. So yeah, never stop learning, and just really rely on the people close to you to help you make the right decision. I really want to expand the business into other countries. We're looking at licensing the brand into Europe. We've got the trademark in Europe now, so we're looking to license the brand into Europe to follow on from our export in Australia and New Zealand last year. I also want to develop the team. It's really important to me that the team are really clear on the business goals and objectives, and then individually they can really reach their own aspirations within the company. And I want more and more children to enjoy what we're all about. And from a personal point of view, every year my main focus is just on having a happy and healthy family, because without that I'd be nothing.